Hello, I'm the Resolute Cartographer, and this is the 6th video in my Mass Effect Andromeda series. Here we are back on the Tempest. In the last video we were on Eos, and we managed to reactivate the Remnant monolith there, which fixed the radiation in the atmosphere, or at least it is fixing it. So for now, though, we need to go back to the Nexus, but before we do that, we're going to chat with the crew, see what they've got to say about the last mission. So, let's get to it. I think, yep, there's Lexi down here, or sorry, Doctor.
So we have a stowaway.
You mean PB?
She's decided to set up in one of the escape pods. You don't need a psychologist to tell you that one's got commitment issues.
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files and my brain by species.
Okay.
How do you think the human crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
Gil?
Gil likes to use humor as a defensive technique. He'd rather bury himself in the Nomad than tackle emotions head-on.
Suvi okay?
She's remarkably adaptive. I'm kind of jealous.
How's Liam?
A handful. Every time I patch him up, he breaks something new. Liam's "we can't lose" attitude is commendable. But I worry how he'll react when something does go wrong.
How's Cora doing?
She's processing. Your father was her mentor. She expected to follow in his footsteps, but he gave the role of Pathfinder to you. Just because she trusts his judgment doesn't mean she's not confused. Or hurt.
Yeah, I get that.
I'd like to check in on the non-human crew.
Ask away.
Tell me about Vetra.
Vetra's used to having someone depend on her. I think that's why she's so resourceful and likes providing for other people. That being said, I think she could use a little me time.
How's our Solarian?
He's quite the gossip. Tight-lipped about himself, though.
Is Drac good?
That old bastard's always good. I've never met anyone who can be so stubborn and so appreciative. Could you look out for him, Ryder?
Don't worry, Lexi. I'll keep an eye on him.
Thank you. And maybe don't mention I asked?
Is PB all right?
She's avoiding me. Probably thinks I'll poke her with a needle if she gets too close.
To be fair, you're always giving me shots.
Not in the hallway.
Thanks for the insight. I need to talk to you about something private.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
When Dad died, he blocked off parts of Sam's memory, things he didn't want me to see.
Or he thought you weren't ready for.
Maybe. I found this trigger. It unlocked a memory fragment of Dad on the Citadel, from when the Alliance rejected his ideas about AI, and he found out Mom's illness was terminal.
Why do you think your father chose this specific memory?
It was where his journey to Andromeda really began.
Those events started your family down a new path.
Yeah. Thanks, Lexi. Feels good to talk about this. How long have you and Harry been friends?
I remember when he didn't complain about arthritis. We met at a medical convention on the Citadel. He was moderating a panel on neurosurgery in low-gravity environments. His name card was crooked, but he was so damn confident, I knew we'd be friends.
How did you get into medicine?
My mum was a dancer on Omega. Dad was a bouncer. I'd patch him up after busy nights. Discovered I had steady hands. They put every credit they earned into my education.
Are they here in Helios?
No. Both died in a turf war. Made leaving the Milky Way behind easier.
So how did a sorry doctor end up on the human ark?
I've been wondering that.
Specialist in alien anatomy, remember? That includes humans. Also, Harry insisted. Maybe he always intended to switch jobs.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Alright. Let's see, who else do we need to chat with? I think Cora is on the other side.
Report from the Nexus. Population's growing as people wake up. Lots of hopefuls waiting for a home.
Great.
Bradley will have all the help he can take.
They'll be starting crops soon. Can't tell if they have enough water or too much. I grew up on a little cargo freighter. Only saw gardens in vids. But I always loved them. I daydreamed about planting a big rose garden when we got here and still imagine it sometimes. Roses in Helios.
It'd be good to bring something beautiful across galaxies.
Everyone in the initiative has their something beautiful. I didn't for a while. After I left the Asari Commandos, well, I didn't leave. My mentor, Nasira, said I should go.
Why?
The initiative would suit you better, was all she said. Being a huntress suited me fine, but she insisted.
Wow. You fight side by side and then she gives you the brush off?
It hurt. One big kick out of the nest. Still, that's familiar. When your biotics are honed into Huntress-grade weapons, people can be weird about it. The initiative seemed better. Just didn't see how I'd fit into their brave new galaxy. I never fit anywhere before. Then I met some jerk named Ryder. Talked about traveling to Andromeda like he was teaching you how to see it.
What part of that vision made you want to take the plunge?
A civilization where everyone had a place, even AI, or an overpowered human biotic. Your father said, I get being different. Now imagine being welcome and making others like you welcome too. When I was 13, I could warp a steel girder. He made me wonder, what if someone had told me that's okay?
See, this is kind of weird because I don't feel like... Maybe I missed this, but it didn't seem to me like during the Mass Effect Legendary Edition that having biotics was something that was... meaning that meant you were discriminated against? I don't know. I feel like they kind of created that for this.
He gave you a dream to work toward. He was good at that.
Who doesn't want to belong? Especially somewhere like the Initiative. So I gave the Initiative my all. Kept thinking of the niche I wanted. My rose garden. I thought I knew what I was going to be.
This is about not taking over as Pathfinder?
Didn't think it would still sting. Nasira, your father, even my parents. They leave, I'm left without answers. Nowhere to stand.
I get that. We've all had a lot of disappointments lately.
You're doing well. For having no training, being your second isn't so bad. And if that remnant tech pays off, maybe someday I'll have roses too.
I don't know. Seriously, the biotic thing is actually bugging me a little bit because I remember that party with Vega where he was basically like, "Oh, my strength is so much cooler than biotics." But at the same time, it wasn't like he was like denigrating people with biotics. He was simply saying that he thought biotics were not as great as physical strength. I don't know. Anyway, why don't we chat? Well, actually, we'll chat with the bridge crew when we get back up there. But there are people down this ladder, so. Can I just walk off the edge? Probably not. Anybody in here? No. No one in here. Wait, we can check the crew info board, see if there's anything new there. Lost and found coffee mug. Found a mug yesterday near the biolab. Nice one with a magnetized base. You left it stuck sideways to the bulkhead, Cora. That's mine. Just put it down for a sec when my hands are full. Suvi. Next time maybe empty it first, Cora. And Drac and PB are officially on the team. I finished the assignment paperwork for the Nexus, had to fudge a few details, but you're both officially members of the Pathfinder team. Welcome. And Drac, I just wanted to check in publicly about what I said. Cora. Relax, Harper. The best headbutt is always the one you don't see coming. Drac. I'll keep that in mind. Cora. Okay. She was kind of rude to him. Kind of pointlessly. It was a bit odd. Now, I will note that there was a possible romance option with Cora, but I think I'm going to go Asari this time, just like I did back in Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and go with PB. Now, there are multiple romance options for males and females. For males, there's Gil, the guy in engineering, then there's also PB, Cora. I think... I'm having trouble remembering her name right now. The Turian back there. I cannot remember her name right now. I don't know why.
Don't give the Pathfinder too much trouble.
Quit worrying,
Oh.
Rushan. It'll be fine.
Brett,
Oh.
Don't give the
I was hoping you'd keep
Pathfinder
listening
too
to that.
much trouble. Oh, Rushan.
Who are you talking to?
Kesh, Nexus superintendent, thinks she can boss me around just 'cause she's my granddaughter.
Well, welcome to the Tempest. Trouble's what we do.
Ha! I like the way you think, kid.
Someone somewhere shivered when I said that.
Probably Tan. Damn politicians.
Is that all you brought?
You travel lean when supplies are tight and you're on your own.
Leaving the Nexus can't have been an easy choice.
It was, actually. Staying became impossible. After the mutiny happened, it was either buckle under Tan's rules or start our own colony. Easy choice. Bad consequences all around.
Not all Krogan left. Your granddaughter stayed.
Good thing she did. Without my Rushan, you wouldn't have had much of a station to tie your ship to. As for me, I'm way more useful out here. Lots to shoot at, for one.
Your people come first.
Keeping Kesh and our colony safe will always be my top priority. That's why I'm happy to tag along, help make this galaxy a little more hospitable.
Can't argue with that.
All right, let's chat with him, because that was just a little, what do you call it, event, I guess? I don't know.
Ryder, you meet Spender yet? Colonial Affairs, the ass in assistant director. Got no idea why Addison keeps him around. Spender lied to the Krogan during the uprising, and he's headed out for Kesh ever since. He's up to something. I just can't prove it. We should pay him a visit on the Nexus.
Why did the Krogan leave the Nexus?
The Nexus got us Krogan to stop the mutiny. In return, we were supposed to get a say in station business. Spender, Addison's assistant, lied about the deal, and Tan came down hard. Too hard. So we left. Kesh is alone on that station now.
Do you think Cash can handle station politics?
Kesh can handle anything. Thing is, Spender's a liar and a coward. He was part of the mutiny, I know he was. A lot of people got hurt because of him, on both sides.
So what's my part in this?
Things need to get sorted out and my clan needs to get back on station, without Spender messing things up. Way I see it, you're probably the best one for that job.
What's it like to have Cash as a granddaughter?
Kesh is my Rushan, child of my blood. Raised her myself. Damn proud of her too. She did good, even with me for a granddad.
She's honest. Definitely blunt.
She had to take after me in some ways, I guess.
Did Lexi brief you on SAM and squad connectivity yet?
Yeah. You want to hook that thing up to my comms, sure, but that's where it stops. Putting an AI in your head, giving it access to everything like that, it's begging for trouble.
Why do you say that?
I've seen what bots can do when they turn on their creators. Been in some of those fights. There's a reason that kind of research was outlawed.
Yeah. I was dismissed from the Alliance when news of what my dad was researching got out.
No shit. Ruined the writer name, I'll bet.
Almost. I'm not thrilled about it myself, but it is what it is.
Just make sure it can't unshackle itself. There'll be hell to pay if that happens.
I'd like to know more about you.
Fire away.
How did you and Vetra meet?
Vetra, there you go.
Oh, that's right. Your father brought you into the project pretty late, didn't he? Must have been a pretty steep learning curve since they thawed you out.
You could say that.
You make do with what you get. Anyway, I met Vetra back when we were building the Nexus. She swiped supplies I was trying to get for Kesh right under my nose. I tried to intimidate her into turning them over to me, and let me tell you, that Turian takes shit from no one.
She really has a way of getting things done.
She sure does. But here's the best part. She waited until I saw her again in Kesh's office, no less, to tell me she'd been working for Kesh all along. They're both still laughing at me over that.
Tell me more about the Krogan colony.
My clan's there. We also got some scouts looking for any unclaimed territory to grab up. Got a decent setup going, self-sustainable, the works. Even some farming.
Farming? Krogan Farm?
Food's food. Just because we can eat anything doesn't mean we gotta settle for scraps. I'm pretty fond of corcrow roots myself. Takes a while to chew through those.
So, about all this combat experience you have, I'd love some details.
Ha! The list will be shorter if you ask me what experience I don't have. I've been doing this for a long time now. Centuries. Shit, well over 1,000 years. Don't even know how I'm still alive, to be honest.
Skill?
You need luck to be a merc. Skill, sure, but a whole lot of luck. And a really hard head.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Hey, one last thing.
Yeah?
Is everyone a kid to you?
Ha, when you get to be my age, yeah, pretty much.
All right. Well, what I was saying before we started talking to him, though, about the romance options, Vetra was the Turian that I couldn't think of the name of. Along with that, so if you're female, you can also go after, let's see, who? I think Liam. Can we go to the next deck? I think PB as well. Suvi and Callow, I think, actually, for the female part of the crew. Anyway, okay, let's see. Still need to talk to the folks back here. Oh, that's not a door, that's a window. Alright.
So, Vetra, I hear this joker beat you in poker, too.
Where'd you hear that?
The little Brody told her.
A gloating Brody.
It was a close game.
You did give me a better game than Drac. Not saying much.
Watch it.
Forget him. Let's get a game going with everyone else to hone our skills and take him out.
Let's do it. Hey, Costa, want in on this?
No thanks. I need my creds. And my clothes. And both my kidneys.
Alright. Whoa. He was in that crate.
Prodromos. Prodromos. Sounds good, doesn't it? We started Pathfinder. A new life. That is goddamn brilliant.
By the way, I looked up Prodromos. It means forerunner in Greek.
We barely covered how you joined. Tell me something about yourself.
Alright, I was a bad student, piss poor cop, great responder. Had a good life, but it'd all been done. I wasn't looking to start over. I wanted to start big.
One other thing I want to mention real quick while we're in conversations, notice how the facial textures change, because I've noticed that basically it'll take a minute to actually load in the close texture when it goes into close, even though it's a conversation between two people, it's going to constantly keep going back and forth. You'd think they would have built it so that it was basically always the high definition textures whenever it was doing this. I don't know why it doesn't, but anyway.
You were a cop, then crisis response? Couldn't have been long in either.
Didn't have the patience for law, so I figured enforcement. Dad knew it didn't fit before I did. But it got me into hustle. They mostly take vets and retired service. Best years of my life.
You found your place. Not everyone gets that.
I knew it. Glad for it every day. And that led me here.
Tell me about your family.
I miss the hell out of them. Some nights you just cry, right? That's the thing everyone does. Mom Joelle, Dad Calvin. Both lawyers. Met on the Citadel, settled on Earth. No brothers or sisters. That might have been too much to leave. It was traditional. How about you?
Life with my family was not typical, on a number of fronts.
You may do though, right? Family has to. I know mine did. I said goodbye to my mom and dad, and got on a ship to Andromeda.
It's got to be pretty crazy.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
It's one thing to have a bad relationship with your parents and to leave forever, but it's another thing to have a good relationship with your parents and to leave forever.
Terraforming, Atmo processors, gravity wells, life-destroying murder bubbles. We really had no idea what Helios was about, did we?
If we knew what it was all about, it wouldn't be an adventure. It would just be moving. And everyone hates moving. Just the packing alone, ugh.
Point taken. I'm just saying. I really hope you have a plan, Ryder.
The plan's the same. We find a home. Whatever that takes.
Keep that drive. Makes me believe we can make it. I mean, we have to make it. The alternative is not even worth thinking about.
You talked about your back channels. What did you mean?
We brought a lot from home. Some of it marked initiative, some of it in personal caches. Most things you want, someone's got. You just have to figure out who, and what they're willing to take in exchange.
It can't be that simple.
Oh, but it is. Most things are simple once you know the trick to them.
How did you hear of the Andromeda initiative?
Short answer, Kesh. She was looking for some experimental ship mods, and I knew how to track them down. I thought it was a one-time deal, but she came back. Once, twice. Eventually I figured out something was going on, something big with creds behind it. I asked and she told me about the initiative. New galaxy, new home. Couldn't pass that up.
You were on the Nexus when the revolt happened?
When you promise people golden worlds and all they get are wastelands and a death cloud, they riot. Some wanted to go home, some demanded answers, and a couple just wanted to stir shit up.
And you?
Some days I wondered if the exiles had a point. Maybe we were conned into coming here. But why would the initiative go to all this trouble just to screw us over?
Yeah.
Thing about conning people, you always know something they don't. And that's why the con works. And if I'm going to pick a side, I'm picking the liars.
Yeah, I mean, like, they would have nothing to gain. Like, it's like, oh, let's spend a huge amount of money to build these ships to send to another galaxy. That'll get them. It's like, what? I'm not going to do option 4 here because that's the romance option. Which, by the way, I don't typically hover over these things during the conversation because it's much faster just for me to click the number. But just so you know, that's why I'm not clicking that one there.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
All right. Let's see. Up the lift here. Let's chat with Gil.
Long time no chat. What's up?
I hear we have you to thank for getting the Tempest space ready so quickly.
Vetra brings her impossible feats to me. I was itching to get this particular call. Capital R ready. Don't tell her, but the truth is, I fudge reports to come in early, then bust ass in secret to make up for it. Expands the Gil legend. Plus, I convey calm and assurance, and the whole team relaxes, which helps them do their jobs better.
How tough was it on the Nexus all those months?
Have you ever eaten overcooked space cow tongue?
Hasn't everyone?
Well, then you know. It's super tough. Wondering if you're gonna die from a critical malfunction, or maybe starvation? Imagining which would be worse. But hey, you could always take a break from the fear and boredom to dwell on being a part of the biggest failure in galactic history. Maybe even participate in a revolt.
What was your take on that?
I didn't place any bets, if that's what you're asking. Truth is, I don't think anyone made out particularly well. Whatever side you're on, you die a little when your brother, your teammate, becomes an enemy. We traveled all this way, all hope and wonder, and we end up fighting with each other over scraps. It's sad.
What's your social circle like?
I'm good for a laugh, so I know lots of people, but I don't let too many in. My one true friend is stationed on the Nexus. She's the only piece of the Milky Way I brought with me. The more you and I get to know each other, the more you'll probably hear about her.
Seems like we have a good group here.
Well, Vetra and Suvi are my girls. Get along well, lots of mutual respect. PB's a real spark plug. I like her, but she's exhausting. And Drax's my kind of guy. Brash, takes no shit. As far as your Hyperion peeps go, the Doc's kind of nosy. Liam's good for a laugh or two. Cora, she's a bit by the book for me.
Need somebody to keep the zoo in check.
Zoo? You calling me an animal rider? Ooh, can I be a mongoose? They're like cool cobra killers. No, wait, how about a crow? Smart, irreverent, obnoxious. That's it.
I'll take your word for it. What about Callow?
He's a pilot.
Which means...
He flies the ship.
We're leaving it at that then?
Does a Pathfinder know what to do with a dead end?
Okay.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
So Gil is not a fan of Callow. I think that's pretty clear there. Alright. Let's see, still need to chat with PB, Suvi, and Callow. I'm trying to make sure I actually remember their names this time, because I did not really learn their names the first time through.
Where's my data pad? Oh, how'd you get under there?
Suvi, were you talking to your notebook?
Oh, I wasn't I? I do that sometimes.
Like, honestly, after, what was it, 5 years? I could not have told you when I started playing this before I loaded the game up for the first time that the main character's name was Ryder. That's how much I'd forgotten about the game.
You're setting up in here, huh?
Yeah, I'm going through what we got out of that vault. If I can crack this data storage box, it'll help with a personal project back on the Nexus. This is a nice, out-of-the-way place where I can tinker, and I can sleep anywhere. It's not exactly homey, but I like that about it. Not really looking for a home. Oh, but I will help you find everyone a home. While I'm with you, at least.
Should I consider you a temporary addition?
Everything's temporary, Ryder. I get it. You want to know who's on your ship, so you're here to figure out what makes me tick, right?
Something like that? Sure.
Well, I was born in a log cabin on rural Haitiana to simple but loving parents, just trying to... I look forward, not back, Ryder. Why snooze through my life story? Get to know me out in the field while we're uncovering the mysteries of this galaxy. That's why I'm here. Got tired of yawning back home.
Tackling complete strangers in the Milky Way wasn't doing it for you?
I think tackling you anywhere would be fun. Did I say that out loud? Life won't be boring with you around. I may never yawn again.
You left everything and everyone you knew because you were bored?
No, I came with someone I knew. Then she got bored with me. Ryder, the Milky Way was so... been there, done that. Even if I hadn't done it, someone had. If there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I live for the unknown. For the never been done.
Well, congratulate yourself. No one has ever so successfully dodged my attempts to get to know them.
Yes! I'm #1! Buy me a drink sometime. Who knows what will spill out of my mouth. Then again, I need remnant scrap. Remtech, I call it. For projects like the one I mentioned, which you're gonna love, by the by. Promise to bring me what you scrounge, and I'll submit to all your questions.
Remtech, huh? You got it.
Okay, don't even think we... Did that count as a conversation with her? I actually don't know.
You again. Want to hear more about my childhood log cabin?
Okay, so yeah, that was just like the intro conversation with her. Same thing with Drac.
You mentioned you came to Andromeda with someone?
Nothing gets by you. Guess that's why you're the Pathfinder. Just a friend. Now she's not even that. It's better to venture into the unknown without restraints or entanglements, don't you think?
I don't know. Don't friends and loved ones make all the effort worthwhile?
I've always been self-motivated. Don't need much more than curiosity to drive me forward.
What was it like for you on the Nexus?
Well, I wasn't supposed to be woken up yet. That ex-friend I mentioned, my accomplice, she finagled my early thaw. So I kind of lived off the grid. Snuck around, bullshitted my way onto excursions off station. After I found my first remnant ruin, I started, borrowing shuttles. After that, I didn't spend much time on the Nexus. I even missed most of the revolt.
What does someone have to do to get you to flirt with them?
Not much at all. But I get a little extra jolt when I'm matched wink for wink. So just be yourself and the flirts will flow.
You really won't tell me what you're working on?
That's right. Next question.
What drew you to the Remnant?
Are you kidding? It's evidence of a sophisticated species no one knows anything about. It doesn't get more intriguing than that. There's so much to discover. I want to be the first to figure them out. And the tech, it's on a different scale. If we can appropriate it, who knows what advances we'll make.
So how do you like the team?
Interesting bunch. I get a good feeling from Vetra. Not your typical military-minded Turian. Liam seems a lively one. I expect he'll surprise me. Drac is, well, old. Wonder if he can still learn new tricks.
What about...
Gil smacks of complication. Might take some unraveling. Callow and Suvi seem busy. I hope they aren't all work, work, work. Who's left?
Well, there's...
Oh, right, Cora. What's her deal? Is she as prim and proper as she comes across?
Oh, is it my turn to talk?
Ha! Sorry. Yeah, I should work on my motor.
You might find that people reveal themselves more freely if you give them a chance. Cora included.
Really good advice.
There's also Lexi, our doctor. She's an Asari.
Oh, I'll get around to her. All in all, seems like a decent bunch.
You're off the hook, PB. Good luck with your project.
Thanks. Don't be a stranger.
So, she strikes me as a combination of Liara and Jack. Alright, let's see. Callow.
Hello, Gil. When are you cleaning up that repair on the sensor console?
I'm not. It's a redesign.
A redesign? Without a trained crew?
I'm trained and it's working great. Don't be so uptight.
Everything okay?
Oh, fine. Fine. Don't worry about it.
It's weird. Okay. Suvi?
Scans of the Scourge. All that dark energy twisting and turning on itself. It's splendid.
I suppose it is a rather darkly beautiful phenomenon.
Darkly beautiful. I like that. Helios is incredible, isn't it? Not just constructs like the Scourge and the Remnant Vaults. Just all of it. So alien. A constant reminder of the divine intelligence behind all creation.
You mean a god?
Yes, I believe in a higher power. I know it's a little odd, but I am a scientist because science brings me closer to something greater than myself.
There's something about coming face to face with something wondrous that makes you want to believe.
Wow. It's wonderful to meet someone who understands. I've had to justify myself so often, as if having faith in the divine invalidated my work as a scientist. As if this sacred could be diminished by the search for truth.
I wasn't questioning your abilities. You never have to justify yourself to me.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that, truly. Now I should probably update the rest of the team with my latest reports. We'll talk later.
Alright. Actually, we haven't chatted with Sam yet. Can I drop off the side of this? I'd really rather not take the ladder. Okay. I guess I have to take the ladder. I recognize it's not like it's a very short fall, but it's also not a very long fall. And it takes like an extra 5 seconds to do the ladder animation. Probably not that long. I'm probably exaggerating. SpaceX model rocket? Alright. Okay, let's see anything in the email first. Oh, wow. Asking for assistance from Dr. Aradana. Hello, Ryder. Forgive me for the intrusion. I have an issue that you and Sam should be able to readily solve. It may assist my investigations into the Scourge. We can discuss it in person at the Nexus Labs. My regards to you and Sam. Dr. Aradana, Astrophysics team. Sorry, Astrophysics lead, Nexus Tech Labs. The Brothers McCoy. To Ryder from Nigel McCoy. Dear Pathfinder Ryder, my brother Dash was my best friend. It still pains me that he's gone, that we won't build the future here in Andromeda together. But knowing that our family pendants are united does my heart good. When my wife and I settle here and start a family, our firstborn will carry my brother's name, and hopefully he or she will become my new best friend. My sincerest hopes accompany you and your team, Nigel. That vault, from Cora to Ryder, can still smell that remnant vault on my armor. A lot of weird crap down there. Like my hunter's manuals say, the razor's edge between known and unknown teaches you what can be cut away. Now I think back, it reminded me a little bit of some of the temples on Thessia. Same huge spaces and running water. Same sense of huge purpose you can't really understand. Makes me wonder if we'll ever really know what the builders did there. Cora. Tempest hacks from Callow to Ryder. I'm pleased to report the Tempest is operating at peak efficiency. So now that you're in command, I just thought I'd share a few secret shipboard hacks that the designers and I sneaked into our code. Just send the code JCSB through your Omni tool to open the debug command menu. Give all dispens lets you use the coffee dispenser in the galley an unlimited number of times. Water temp override. Overrides the normal hot water ration for the showers. Jump wash queue puts your clothing ahead of everyone else's in the auto laundry cycle. Enjoy and don't share them around. Callow. Yeah, because if everyone had them, it'd be Everyone's laundry just constantly jumping each other's in that queue, and then we run out of water and coffee, all quite quickly, I'm sure. Spirituality, 2 writer from Suvi. Dear writer, I'm so glad for our chat earlier. I've had to defend what I believe so often, I have to admit I'm a little tired of it. Whenever I meet someone who feels the same or just understands, I really appreciate it. So thank you, Suvi. Amazing that she sent me that email in the past 30 seconds. About your dad, from Drac to writer. Vetra told me what happened to your dad. I've lost a lot of people over the years. Figured you could use some cheering up or at least distraction. This usually helps me. Drac has attached 37 images of various rifles and shotguns. 2 are duplicate images. Many are low-res or watermarked. Drac. Okay, and what does this want here? Okay, so we can actually accept this. Okay. Yoga poses from Lexi to Ryder. Ryder, given the amount of high-impact cardio in your exercise routine, I recommend spending 5 to 10 minutes a day stretching to open your hips and relieve tightness in the lower back. The poses I've listed below should do nicely, not to sound elitist, but while it's true humans invented yoga, the Asari perfected it. Corinth's bow, standing, spread your legs apart, turning 1 foot outward, take a deep breath. On exhale, bend your torso towards the outward-facing foot until your hand meets your ankle. Hold for 5 seconds, then switch sides. Tavura's embrace. Lying on your back, bring your feet together until there's a diamond of negative space between your hands. Palms against the floor. Push your hips forward, but be careful not to overextend yourself. Matriarch's pose. Kneeling, take a deep breath. On exhale, bring both hands together to form a triangle. On the second inhale, swing arms overhead and bend forward until your torso is between your thighs. Hold for 3 breaths, reaching farther on each exhale. Please let me know if I need to send you diagrams or vids. Lexi. Data cores, from PB to Ryder. Hey Ryder, hope it's okay. I'm keeping the data core in my room, i.e. the escape pod. I guess I just like to ponder things before bed. The best ideas come to me when I'm half asleep. Also, I saw it first. Anyway, we know for sure it's got some data on it. The trick is how to get at it. I'll keep you updated. PB. Pyjack. 2 writer from Herrick. Pathfinder, it was marvelous to meet you. As a fellow adventurer in the sciences, could you help us with an experiment? We have an interesting chap here on the Nexus, a young Pyjack that humans sometimes call a space monkey. He's part of a study on how various species adapt to shipboard life, and we're hoping you might take him aboard the Tempest. You can pick him up on the Nexus Commons whenever you like. Don't worry, he's quite friendly and his routine's very simple. No food after 23:59, no showers or baths, and please limit his exposure to solar radiation, Professor Herrick. Really seems like they're talking about a gremlin right there, but okay. Let's chat with Sam.
Hello, Scott. Eos has been a lesson in contrast. Alec Ryder rarely endured doubt. His accomplishments were taken for granted. But you succeeded on Eos, despite doubt and fear. Emotionally, the difference is like catching a ball versus catching a star. You have grown as a result, and so have I.
Alright.
How are those jokes coming, Sam?
Why don't Threshermoors eat comedians? Because they taste funny.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
Alright, let's get back up to the command console. Here we go. Man, that does not look like a habitable planet from up here. Let's leave this behind. Leave this system behind. Do we have any new systems yet? No, we do not. Back to Zhenghe. Again, I'm going to actually look up the pronunciation of that so I actually pronounce it properly in the future. Okay. Back to the Nexus. Okay.
Pathfinder, is it true? We're settling Eos.
We've thought that before.
But Eos is different now, right? Pathfinder.
All right, settle down. Give him space. Lieutenant Sayak's Kendros' aide. They all wanted to see you. Real hope again. It's been a while.
Relax, Lieutenant. If there was ever a day to pop some champagne.
Certainly. The initiative's finally back on track.
Professor Herrick, right?
What you achieved with that remnant vault is unprecedented, Pathfinder. Impossible. But with new scientific talent waking up, we'll unravel those mysteries. The whole Nexus will benefit.
August Bradley will oversee that. He's the new mayor.
Bradley. I know him. Seems like a good man.
Well, what are you waiting for? There's a new world out there.
Thank you, Ryder.
I think that Asari was on a program path back there and kind of just wandered into the conversation. Alright, let's see. Journal. Actually, let's just take a look at the map. So we've been to this section before, but it was all poorly lit before, if you remember. We came out of that hallway and stopped right over there where the guy was bent over the hatch. So, I think... Yeah, that's got to be a generated sky there, I mean. So, anyway, let's see. Take a look at the map. Kate, find Spender on the Nexus. We'll do that. Cultural Center, we'll check that out. We're going to check out everything new on the Nexus. So basically, next video, we're going to be a lot more action. If you were looking for a lot of action in this video, it's not going to happen. It's a lot of talking to people and exploring new places. So, monkeys in space, pick up the pie jack. Okay. The vortex, that sounds like a bar. Let's see, what do we got here? Not sure. Looks like another mission there. The firefighter, speak with Dr. Aradana. Okay, tech lab. Alright, well, let's get started. I think Spender was the closest one, and he reminds me of the cigarette-smoking man, so we're going to go after him first.
You saw what... Your incompetence isn't my problem. Just do your job.
What do you want?
Sounds like you're having a rough day.
You saw that, huh? Oh, I'm sorry I snapped at you. The way Spender treats me? Everyone, I'm so angry. I don't understand how he's in any position of authority.
I haven't heard much good about that guy.
Whatever you've heard, it's not half as bad as the reality. Just last week, he tried to redirect some of the supplies we need to keep the stasis pods going.
What?
Why?
I have no idea. But if Kesh hadn't stepped in and threatened to airlock him, it would have been a disaster. He's always like that. Making bad decisions, driving the Krogan away, treating people like scum when no one's watching.
Maybe there's something I can do?
A man like that's bound to have some dirt. I wish Tan and Addison could see it. Things have gotten so bad that Kesh had to literally kick him out of engineering.
How literal are we talking here?
Boot to ass. Oh, it was glorious. We need him gone, but as incompetent as Spender is at his job, he's insanely good at keeping it. Kesh can tell you more.
We'll check in with Kesh then. Let's see. Next up, let's go check out the Cultural Center. Is there... It's all these terminals. There's none of them something? Okay, I guess not. Wait, what about that one? Yep. Whoa, okay. Nexus HNS, Gian Garson mourned. Residents are still mourning the loss of Gian Garson. The initiative founder was killed when the Nexus hit the Scourge. An official tribute is planned, though Director Jarn Tan has provided few details so far. Without Gian, we wouldn't be here, he said. But now that we are here, we need to focus on surviving before we can celebrate. Unified curriculum stalled. Species are at odds as talks break down over a unified curriculum for initiative kids. The Asari say they'll wait it out until demands are met. Okay. Sun lamp reprieve coming. A ray of hope for sleep-starved residents. Maintenance begins on malfunctioning sun lamps, causing unending daylight in some Nexus quarters. A worker was lost in space during the repairs on the Nexus hull. The victim's name has been withheld until a next of kin in the Milky Way is notified. How? What? How is that going to... Okay. I mean, that's not possible unless they have a QEC. Otherwise, that means the name's never going to be known. Illness baffles experts. A violent illness related to cherry-like fruit brought back from Habitat 7 has authorities baffled. Multiple passengers still in quarantine. Who brought that back? Scourge barring travel. I guess there could have been other people that went to Habitat 7 other than the human ark. But anyway. Nexus, Top scientists have few answers as the dark energy anomaly known as the Scourge limits travel and communication in the cluster. Contact attempts ongoing. Authorities continue work to establish contact with our Milky Way descendants. As of now, beacons confirming arrival in Nexus remain unanswered. Again, unless they've got a QEC, I don't know how that's going to do anything. Prodromos founded. History is made after the initiative establishes Prodromos, its first outpost in Helios. The establishment of the EOS outpost follows 2 disastrous attempts that claimed numerous lives. Even so, authorities say they're overwhelmed by applicants now hoping to settle the planet. I'm willing to bet people just want off this station. Vault uncovered. An expedition to EOS and the Pytheas system has discovered a mysterious facility the authorities are calling a vault. Though much of it is not yet known about the underground structure, it is believed to be of remnant origin. Noted Asari scientist Pelisaria Basale, or PB, what we activated in the vault drastically improved the atmosphere on Eos. Habitat 7, Pathfinder Alec Ryder killed. The human Pathfinder has died. Alec Ryder was killed after touching down on Habitat 7 in the Erickson system. Ryder's son has reportedly replaced him as Pathfinder, taking command of the Tempest and the ongoing search for a home in Andromeda. Uprising investigation ongoing. The ongoing investigation into the infamous uprising aboard the Nexus is centered on 2 alleged instigators, life support specialist Calix Corvanis and an unnamed Asari engineer. Both crew members were said to be instrumental in keeping the Nexus viable after first contact with the Scourge, before ultimately betraying Nexus leadership. Corvanis was killed by Nexus security forces. The engineer was exiled. Officials believe some individuals loyal to the mutineers remain on the Nexus. Eyes are everywhere, warned the initiative director Jaron Tan, and our eyes will not blink. Nexus rebuilds. Nexus work crews continue to make targeted repairs to systems and infrastructure after the system's devastating collision with the Scourge prompted an emergency wake-up in Helios. Oxygen and filtration levels have stabilized, but conservation rules remain in effect until further notice. We've got a long road ahead of us, Initiative Director Jaron Tan said, but we'll get there if we stay civil and stick to protocol. Alien tech warning. As more colonists land planetside, Initiative officials do not recommend any interaction with Remnant and Ket technology. Any civilians encountering alien tech should alert the nearest authorities and keep a safe distance. That's good advice, especially for the Remnant stuff. Stasis glitch patched. All pods on the Hyperion are now functioning properly after a glitch woke dozens of colonists not yet scheduled to come out of stasis. The glitch reportedly scrambled the ship's manifest. Colonists woken up because of the glitch will have the option to return to their pods or take a job on Nexus suited to their abilities. I feel like there was somebody who was stuck in their pod for a while. I wonder if that was any of that was involved with that. See, I can't tell if this is supposed to be holographic or it's supposed to be something where we can see through it because we're on the other side of it. Anyway. Alright, Cultural Center.
Just give me another chance.
Don't shut the crate off.
Oh, let's talk to Avina, see if anything's changed here.
How may I assist?
Doesn't seem to have.
That's all.
It has been my pleasure.
Okay. It's weird that she's kind of like in the middle of the walkway there. Anyway. Let's see. Ah, Turian VI.
It's an honor to meet you, citizen of Andromeda. My people are the Turians. It will be a privilege to tell you about them.
Okay.
Okay.
Turians are a highly disciplined race who value service to others. No one places personal needs ahead of the greater whole. Public works serves as a focal point of our society. We believe it's our duty to better our species.
Where do you come from?
Turians live on a planet known as Power. The atmosphere's weak magnetic field shaped our evolution into the life form you see today. Our signature carapace, the hard exterior shell you see on Turians, is actually metal. It protects us from the intense rays of Paladin's sun.
What's Turian history like?
The history of my people is proof that peace eventually wins out. Disagreements among species turned into lasting friendships. When Turians first met humans, there was a misunderstanding between us that could have had disastrous consequences. But with patience and restraint, humans and Turians eventually joined together in a mutually beneficial partnership. We look forward to doing the same in Andromeda. The pleasure of meeting you has been mine. One that I hope other Turians will soon enjoy.
Alright. It's interesting the bits of history that they're actually giving out.
Hi there. Thanks for stopping by. I'm a Krogan. Are you interested in hearing more about my people?
Okay.
Of course you are. We may look scary, but don't let that worry you. It comes from living on a harsh world. We're a species that knows how to thrive, even under the worst conditions.
What's Krogan history like?
Colorful, you might say. Growing up in our neighborhood, only the toughest survived. That usually meant a lot of fighting. You'll hear stories, so no sense covering it up. We once had a great society, but I'm ashamed to say, we squandered it. It's why a lot of Krogan are here in Andromeda now. They're the smart ones, the ones looking for peace and a fresh start.
Okay.
Where do you come from?
An ugly rock called Tachanka. No sense lying. It's not a planet most people want to visit. We had predators, nasty weather, and not much else. But it gave us our identity, forced us to adapt and evolve. Everything about us is built for survival. How many species do you know that have a pair of spare lungs just in case? Or 4 testicles? Thanks for chatting. We're all looking forward to meeting our new neighbors.
Interesting that there's no mention of the nuclear war that they had that destroyed their society or the genophage.
Welcome, native of Andromeda. My people are known as Asari. It would be my pleasure to tell you about our kind.
Okay.
Very well. Asari are the oldest civilized race in the Milky Way galaxy. Among my people, diplomacy and cooperation are prized over war or conflict.
What's Asari history like?
Thousands of years ago, we played an important role in founding the Citadel Council, the seat of government for our home galaxy. In the ensuing centuries, Asari placed great value on cooperation and collaboration. Many species look to us for leadership and guidance. Due to our lifespan, sometimes reaching 1,000 years of age, we are patient in our decisions and prefer long-term solutions over short-term gains.
Where do you come from?
Asari come from a planet known as Thessia, which many consider the crown jewel of the Milky Way. It's a thriving world blessed with prosperity and peace, and the center of the largest economy in the galaxy. With the high concentration of element zero on Thessia, Asari evolved powerful biotic abilities. It is considered a hallmark of our species. Farewell. We look forward to forging new bonds with our friends in Andromeda. The wisdom you share is our reward.
Okay.
Greetings, inhabitant of Andromeda. I'm a Solarian. I'd be pleased to tell you more about my species.
Okay.
Solarians are considered among the brightest scientific minds of the Milky Way. We're known for our quick thinking, technological savvy, and intellectual powers of deduction.
Where do you come from?
Solarians originate from a world known as Surkesh. It's a tropical planet covered with oceans and rainforests. As an amphibious species, we're at home in Surkesh's lush jungles, but with our technological advancements, we can adapt to nearly any environment. We look forward to studying the wonders of Andromeda and the rich diversity our galaxy has to offer.
What's Solarian history like?
Cooperating with the Asari, we were the second species in the Milky Way to help form a galactic government, the Citadel Council. From time to time, we also guided other species, such as the Krogan, to better channel their natural gifts towards worthy pursuits. It's our belief that the careful application of science and intellect is the key to improving the quality of life for all. It's been my pleasure. Rest assured, the people of Andromeda have nothing to fear from Solarians.
Okay.
Hello there. I'm a human being. If you'd like to know more about my people, just ask.
Okay.
Good to hear. Humanity is a diverse species. You may notice different skin colors or religious beliefs among our people. Yet we don't let those differences come between us. We'd rather celebrate our diversity, rather than fight over it.
What's human history like?
Humanity is a young people compared to many of the other Milky Way races. We didn't discover spaceflight until much later. But what we lack in age, we make up for with enthusiasm and a pioneer spirit. We'd like to think we can teach our fellow travelers a few new tricks.
Where do you come from?
Humans come from a planet called Earth. It's a beautiful blue world with everything from oceans to jungles, snowy mountain peaks to deserts. It's also an oasis of biological diversity. Scientists calculate Earth contains nearly 9 million unique animal and plant species. I'm glad you stopped by. Next time you see a human, ask about ice cream. It's one of the many great things we bring to Andromeda.
That's what we brag about, is ice cream? Let's check out the Citadel here.
This is an image of the Citadel, considered the seat of government for many civilized races in the Milky Way galaxy. Here, the Council deliberates on matters of state. It is a champion of the common citizen, eager to help those in need. As with all political institutions in the Milky Way, conflict is rare. Peace and cooperation are the rule of the day.
Okay, I guess that's kind of true.
This is Ark Hyperion, one of several ships that made the long voyage from the Milky Way galaxy to Andromeda. The thousands of colonists aboard have come in peace, united by their dream of a better life in your beautiful galaxy. You need not fear their arrival. We are all citizens of the universe, eager to be your friend. This is an outpost for Milky Way colonists arriving in your galaxy. They come seeking a fresh start in Andromeda, yearning only for a land they can call home. If you encounter an outpost, feel free to drop by and say hello. Your new neighbors are eager to make friends.
Okay. Garson.
Hello there, neighbor. I'm Gian Garson, the founder of the Andromeda Initiative. I thought you might like to hear more about our plans.
Okay.
Great. If you're seeing this, it means our Pathfinders have done their job and made new friends in the galaxy. Welcome to the Nexus. But I want to put your mind at ease. Seeing our arcs arrive in your neighborhood probably raised some concerns. I'm happy to address them.
What are you planning to do in this galaxy?
Great question. I'd be worried about that too. I can assure you, we have no hostile intentions whatsoever. We're pilgrims who simply want to live in peace. We're eager to learn about new cultures, new ideas, and share our own with you. But we understand trust needs to be earned, no matter what galaxy you're in. And the initiative looks forward to doing just that.
Why did you leave the Milky Way?
I get that question a lot. Many of us have a deep curiosity that needs to know what else is out there. Our own Milky Way is just one tiny speck in a universe full of mysteries. And speaking for myself, the thought of exploring those mysteries in Andromeda was a call to adventure I could not resist. Thank you for taking the time to listen. On behalf of my fellow Milky Way travelers, we couldn't be more excited about what the future holds for all of us.
Alright. We'll talk to the liaison in a minute.
You are looking at an image of the Milky Way, the original system of the colonists now arriving in Andromeda. Home to countless life forms, the Milky Way is a galaxy where friendship and peace are held in the highest regard. Those arriving in Andromeda bring with them this spirit of enlightenment. They look forward to making your acquaintance.
Okay. Let's see. Oops, I guess.
Pathfinder, I'm glad you could stop by.
Where are you going?
Pardon the dust while we set everything up.
Where are you going?
Thanks.
Of course, our hope is that you'll make friends in the cluster and send them our way. And when you have a second, check back with me on a favor I'd like to ask.
I was planning on it, but I'd like to actually talk to you. Can we talk?
Pathfinder, do you have a moment? We, need to explain you.
Explain me?
Our new VI over there is meant to describe the role of our Pathfinders, but it just lost all its settings in a crash. If you could fix them, that would really help us out. Just talk to the VI, and it'll do the rest.
Okay.
How did you get this job?
I was a sociologist in the Milky Way. While there were plenty of cultures to study, the books on them had all been written. There was nothing new I could add. So when I heard about the initiative, I signed up right away. The idea of meeting new people, seeing how they've evolved, adapted to life's challenges, I couldn't resist.
What goes on here?
The Cultural Center is a place where new races we've met can visit and exchange ideas. They can learn more about the Milky Way species, while we foster an air of cooperation and understanding. We're just getting everything ready. Hopefully it won't be long before we have our first visitors.
Wonder what's up with all the sparks.
Have you heard anything about the Ket?
Unfortunately, yes. Now, that's a species we won't be inviting here anytime soon. I'd hoped our encounters would be peaceful, but I suppose that was too much to ask.
Thanks.
Of course.
Honestly, it feels like we should probably be, as soon as we have an outpost available to do it, start building like some military craft. Here we go.
Welcome to the setup for your Pathfinder Informational VI. I am programmed with all relevant data. However, you must identify which information I should prioritize. First, select your preferred voice and appearance, male or female.
Okay.
Male, please.
Variable set. Which aspect of the Pathfinder's role should be highlighted? Exploration and discovery or first contact with new species?
Let's go with exploration and discovery.
Variable set. Next, should I emphasize the role of the Pathfinder team or their partner AI?
Go with the Pathfinder's team.
Variable set. Finally, should I provide career advice for future Pathfinders or an honor of the former Pathfinders?
I want you to give career advice.
Setup complete. Would you like to keep these settings?
It all sounds good to me.
Thank you for choosing this Pathfinder Information VI. Implementing changes.
Okay. That was a little weird. And why is it still looking like that? Anyway. We done here? I think we're done here. Although, why is that thing still popped up at the top right? Let's check the journal. Or just the map, really. Yeah? We don't have to talk to anybody. Alright, let's go ahead and visit the tech lab then. God, it's so weirdly sterile and clean in here. It's just like after running around on EOS and all that, you know?
Wouldn't it be more practical to build these vaults in the surface?
if you will.
Nah, Rachni engineered and mastered underground construction a millennium ago. These remnant fellows probably had the same idea. Wouldn't mind a seismometer reading, though. Sam, any chance?
Well, that's weird that Sam wouldn't respond to that, but anyway, let's chat with these folks. If we can. What is this? Why does it do this? Okay, well, let's go talk to Dr. Aradana.
Hello, Pathfinder. A moment?
What can I do for you, Doctor?
I have a math problem. Some vital equations that only a mind like Sam's could solve. They concern strange transmission patterns in the Scourge. Perhaps random noise, perhaps not.
Sam likes new experiences. It'll be an opportunity to encounter math homework.
Given the complexity and the security implications, I recommend transferring the equations directly into SAM node. I have them on an optical storage disk for you.
I'll see if I have time.
Thank you, Pathfinder. Please thank Sam as well.
I have to wonder if optical storage disks are still going to be a thing by this point in the future, but who knows, maybe. Professor Herrick? Come on, don't do this. Come on, how about you, Lucan? There we go.
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
Absolutely. What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison. How's that sound?
Alright. Okay. Come on, Herrick. No. Stop running from me. No!
Pathfinder, those bioscans are superb. Could you gather more for our comparative conservation effort?
Okay.
What conservation effort?
Ah, my thesis is on the console there. Broad strokes, we're comparing and preserving organisms from both galaxies. If you donate more bioscans and samples to the catalog, I can get you a finder's fee. Tempted?
Okay. Let's see. I mean, maybe... Okay, first of all, let's check this console. Final proposal, Professor N. Herrick et al. Since we are by definition an invasive species in Andromeda, our inevitable footprint must be laid carefully and we must preserve anything we replace. The Helios cluster presents an unexpected challenge. We arrived with seed archives and DNA banks to ensure preservation of the biodiversity in the Milky Way, but this cluster is scarred by the Scourge and its unique flora and fauna are threatened by its turbulence. That too requires conservation. Okay. And Geophysics, VI, Beta Build, Patch Notes, Chief R. Lucan, GSV 2031, Streamlined Interface with OmniTool, Minimal Lag, 2093, Tuned Voice Recognition to recognize both aluminum and aluminium, 2105, Haptic Interface no longer defaults to transparent, also resolves GSV 2027, Haptic Interface not found, GSV 2135, Customized SAM handshake protocols. Okay. What was that exactly that I was... I don't know, maybe marking that I'd read it? I don't know. Anyway, let's see. You have anything else to say?
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Anything I can help with?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Don't give up hope. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened, and I need to know.
Alright. I noticed it's still pretty dark in here. My guess is that once we get more of the arcs plugged in, the lights will come back up. I don't remember where the other arcs are, but we'll figure that out. And I figured she had another mission because both of the other guys had a mission, and we had a mission to come see her about a mission, so I assumed that she had another one just like they already had their own ready to go. My cats are going crazy. Anyway, I was going to look at the map, and we got this thing over here. Okay. This guy, I think. Shapiro.
What's the trouble?
I've got power shortages throughout the station. I can't for the life of me find the cause. Oh, whoa, you're the Pathfinder. Hey, sorry, please ignore me. You've got way more important things to do.
Power to the Nexus is pretty important. I'm happy to help.
That's great, because I'm at a loss. There are obvious short circuits cropping up all over the place. A Pathfinder's eye might reveal something.
There's a power short here. We could scan the area.
Okay. Hydroponics equipment, status operational but suboptimal. This terrarium is designed to cultivate plant life in the Nexus. Damage consistent with physical attempt to gain entry. Interior conditions affected. The agriculture within has been compromised. Okay. Let's track that. Okay. Is there anything else up here before we keep moving on? No, I think those question marks were just referring to the stairs, which is weird. Anyway, I think that was point. Yeah, there's one over here in the lab, I think. This tracksuit looks so freaking ridiculous. I know it's not a tracksuit, but it looks so much like one.
Another power short.
It's that
Incubator.
Scourge I'm wondering about. Standard colony radiation shield should handle it, but I hate should.
This is a standard Nexus laboratory incubator. Physical damage to base has exposed cabling, causing power fluctuations. Okay. Let's keep on moving. Looks like maybe the cultural center has one. Let's see. Oh wait, yeah, I remember the sparking
Scan
over here.
to assess the nature of the damage.
Okay, terminal status non-operable. This is a standard Nexus computer terminal designed to interface with a wide variety of systems. Something appears to have attempted to gain access to the base of the unit, exposing and severing power cables. Okay. Shorting out his power supply. And let's see, where else? Next level down, maybe? Yeah, I think it's next level down. We can, of course, check over here, but I think it's taking us down the stairs. I think that's what that is. Yeah, seems to be. Okay. Let's take another look at the map. Okay, we gotta go pick up the pie jack. And we can check out hydroponics and this other stuff here. Let's see.
Pathfinder?
Hiya.
Here we are, one young pie jack. Ready to see Andromeda, huh? Sam, can you send a note to Kesh? Make sure our new friend gets delivered to the Tempest.
Acknowledged.
That is a weird looking cage. Merchants. Okay, let's see what they got. Okay, we have 263 credits. Again, at some point I'm actually going to have to go through here and sell some of the things that I don't need. Sell all salvage. See, the problem is I think some of that is stuff I can actually break down and use to make weapons. So I don't really want to do that. But I know I've got at least 2 of these, so I can sell one of these. Okay, I was afraid for a minute there I was trying to equip it or something. Anyway. Let's see, anything else here on this level? Yeah, again, hydroponics, we'll go check that out. And the vortex. Interesting to see what that's all about. Anything else to scan while we're doing this? Doesn't look like it.
And I'll find you something. That's a relief.
What?
Thanks
Oh, it's an armor suit. Okay. So this area is hydroponics. Oh, okay, there we go. I was wondering, because I was like, this doesn't look like much. Let's see, Dr. Camden.
Just when I've balanced the air mix, another Yahoo has to come wandering through. Aren't you the Pathfinder? Dr. Camden, head of hydroponic sciences. Mind the seedlings.
Okay.
Are you always this rude to people walking in?
Only when a mistake could kill everyone on the Nexus.
What do you mean?
Hydroponics is our air, food, and water. A frail green line between us and oblivion. We almost lost it all during the mutiny. Now it's my responsibility.
I know what surprise responsibility can be like.
So I hear. Perhaps we could share our burdens. I need samples of Andromeda's plant life. Our own specimens should acclimatize to them. Bring me any plants you find. You'll have a bounty in return, and my thanks.
Yeah, definitely we can do that. I mean, I don't know what exactly we would be doing to damage the stuff over here in hydroponics just by walking through, but whatever. I think this is the club, the vortex. Yeah. I could hear this faintly from the lab upstairs. Okay, let's see. Anything in here? Yeah, it looks like there's a... I don't know why the map hasn't been updating, but it looks like there's a person back over here. No, it's Liam.
Flag, everyone. That's Prodromos.
Oh, cool. Yeah, because, what's his name? He gave us the flag to put up here.
Things are shaping up, Pathfinder. Resources flowing in, sleepers ready to head out. It's starting to feel like the initiative. Not quite up to the sales pitch, but getting there. Feels good, right?
I feel it, Liam. Finally getting our start.
There we go. Getting our shit together. Showing the new galaxy that we have it sorted. If I keep saying it, it's true, right?
Okay. Looks like we got 2 people here. Dutch Smith.
Another one! Damn it! This is supposed to be the chemistry lab.
What?
My chemistry lab. You all keep crawling out of the woodwork like space cockroaches.
You say that, Dutch, but here you are, pouring people drinks.
Hi. I'm standing right here.
They're guinea pigs, damn it. Chemists should have guinea pigs. Not have their labs taken over by people giving them things and being nice.
Aren't bartenders usually friendly? You're kind of hostile.
I'm not supposed to be a bartender. I'm supposed to be a chemist.
Don't let Dutch put you off. He's a sweetie, really.
I'm not.
And the drinks are good.
Damn right they are. I mean... yeah. I'm a dirty squirrel.
Never have heard of that before. I wonder what's in it. Okay, so this is supposed to be a chemistry lab? They definitely have decorated it a bit strangely to be a chemistry lab. Anan Timari?
Hey, I was wondering if you could help me out. It's for the good of the bar.
Okay.
Lay it on me.
So, folks try and help and all, but we have a limited pool of ingredients. Keep an eye out for anything interesting we could use for new drinks, and we'll let you test them for free.
So Dutch gets ingredients and the guinea pig he wanted, huh?
Exactly. Win-win all around.
We are picking up a huge number of fetch quests here. Let's see. Anything else in here? I think we're actually done in this area, so let's go hit the tram and head back to the other two areas. Cryogenics and the bridge at the Hyperion. Wait, there's also the command area of this, the Nexus. Let's just see where we can go. You know what? We'll hit operations last. Just trying to think here of like the best way to do this. Alright, what do we got here in cryogenics? Man, the Scourge is really... Shouldn't we be seeing the Nexus around us here? I feel like this is unchanged from when we first arrived in Erickson.
Wow, that doesn't sound...
I'm gonna look out the window once we get to the bridge of the Hyperion, because I think that they've got the wrong screen there. Anyway, let's see what else we got here. Can I talk to any of these folks? Well, there's Dr. Carlisle, but let's see if there's anybody else first. Anybody else on the map here? No. Okay. Well, we'll check in with Sarah. I think that's the sister's name.
They know.
Back for a visit?
Looking to hook up?
So you and Lexi swapped jobs? You know that moment when you realize you're just getting too old? Ha, right, look who I'm talking to. Trust me, it happens. For me, it was Habitat 7. Watching you guys running around, dodging lightning and the cat, it's a young man's game. Pains me to admit it, but it's passed me by. So it made sense that Lexi and I switched places. She's younger. Well, for Asari. They're still teenagers when they're 200. And she's one hell of a doctor. She'll serve the Tempest well.
Okay.
How's Sarah doing?
Her condition's stable. I see signs of REM activity in the brain, so she's dreaming. Means all the wiring still works.
How'd this happen?
It was dumb luck, really. We hit the Scourge at the worst possible moment, just as the stasis revival was kicking in. It's a vulnerable moment coming out of a 600-year nap, then wham! The circuits fried and overloaded the neural pathways. Don't worry, I'm on it. We're not losing another rider.
Alright.
That's all, Harry. Thanks.
I'll be here if you need me.
Alright, well, nothing to do here in cryogenics, so why don't we go ahead and head to the bridge of the Hyperion. Head to Sam Node, hand off that paper of calculations.
Is notified. This is Agent S.
Alright, let's take a look at the map. Okay, so there's someone to talk to here. Oh yeah, we also have to do the whole... oh, okay.
It's you. You, Pathfinder. I have a word or two for you.
Is there a problem?
Your father is my problem. He's everyone's problem. We're all paying for Alec Ryder's ego. He preyed on Jean Garson's trusting nature and bulldozed us to this godforsaken place. Now she's dead, and we'll all soon follow.
Hey, my dad died for this dream. He was trying to fix things for all of us.
Some dream. He fixed us all right. Go to hell, Pathfinder.
Okay. And... yeah, it was definitely Alec Ryder's intention for everyone to end up in this exact state. Anyway, wait, wasn't there something to... yeah, there's something back there. Got distracted by angry woman. Let's see. Wait. Okay, scan. Ah, here we go. Milky Way hops. Oh, okay. So does that mean that we've got them by scanning them? I guess that's what that is. Because, yeah, not on the map anymore. Hopefully they're going to grow some of those rather than simply use them all up and making booze. Anything else in here? Okay, we can go to Sam Node. Here we go.
Welcome back, Scott.
Dr. Aradana at the tech lab sent some equations for you to solve.
I'm ready.
Transferring them now. Have fun. Hey, what the?
Yeah, that seems
Sam.
bad.
Malicious code detected. Please stand by.
Sam?
Okay.
Attempting to countermand malicious code. Please stand by.
Is there anything I can do? Sam? Is that another malfunction, or...
Oh,
Sam,
okay.
you trying to show me
Tamper
something?
Okay,
Wait,
over here.
wrong order. Wait, wrong order.
Okay. There we go.
Okay, I think I got it. Sam, talk to me!
Is that it?
Hello, Pathfinder. Please initialize the console to restore normal operations.
Sam,
There
what
we go.
happened?
The equations contained a Trojan horse program, a virus, specifically targeted to sever our connection and render me helpless. Reconnecting would be impossible.
Huh. I wonder how that would work exactly.
How do you feel? Are you okay?
I cannot feel pain. However, I would avoid repeating the experience, which is the purpose of pain in organic life.
Unlock the door. Let's head to the tech lab and see what Dr. Aradana has to say.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to find that out. Hey, why'd you just try to kill our connection? Kind of important for the future of this whole thing. I mean, we would not have been able to reactivate the monolith on Eos without that, and it would not have been able to do whatever happened on Habitat 7 either. So it's kind of important that there's a connection between the Pathfinder and the AI, so... Anyway, let's head to the... what's it called? The Operations Center of the Nexus. I'm so used to nice terms like the Presidium. You know? Alright, here we are. Multiple things to do here. In fact, there's something. We've got to go scan something over here, I think.
An animal did this?
Affirmative. I am able to track it.
Workstation, status non-operational. This is a standard Nexus workstation. The console has sustained significant physical damage, likely caused sharp instrument or tool with multiple metal or bone protrusions. Okay. Davis Quar.
Factual error? Pathfinder. Wow. I'm Davis Carr, Helios News
Carr.
Service. Maybe you've heard my voice over the vids. I'm trying to file a story right now, but hey.
HNS, huh? Where are the rest of you?
I had an editor, but it's crazy out here. Now, beyond a freelancer or two, I'm it. All that stands between freedom and tyranny. Or something. I haven't had much sleep.
Were you a journalist back in the Milky Way?
I was. Sort of. Only had a couple internships under my belt. Good places, though. The New Star Chronicle even sent me to Mars for a week. The plan was just to work as a reporter out here. Then the uprising happened. We got a little too close. My editor was killed. Tan blamed our broadcasts for stirring unrest. It was bullshit. Now all I want to do is keep going.
Okay.
Who pays for you to do this?
Technically, HNS is an arm of the initiative, but we serve the public, not them. Sometimes the higher-ups try and tell us what to broadcast, Tan especially, but we decide what to run and how to run it. It causes friction, but at least I can live with myself.
Okay.
It must be difficult to set up a broadcast from scratch.
No, it's easy. Beyond the lack of staff, resistant authorities, and constant technical glitches. Still, I'm getting there. May have an honest-to-goodness source in Nexus security, if she ever calls me back.
Who's your source?
No journalist worth their salt will ever give that up.
Talk to you later, Davis.
Hey, Ryder, before you go, I hate to ask, but
Here it is.
it seems like your job takes you all over, the places we can't broadcast yet. If I send receivers to your ship, would you mind placing them on some planets? It'll help get news out to even the most far-flung colonists.
Okay, Davis. I'll help you get set up.
Great. Just place a receiver near an outpost, and they'll get our reports.
Sounds pretty good. Alright, let's see. Take a look at the map again. Okay, it's interesting that they don't mark potential quests on the map. It's like, if we had not walked over there and found him, we would not have gotten that mission. In fact, let's check the rest of this area, because I didn't check over here yet. Sid?
It's you. You're the human Pathfinder. I'm Sid, Vetra's sister. Vetra's told me all about you. Well, not all about you, but the important bits. I should probably get back to work. It was real nice meeting you, though.
What work do you do here?
Oh, I just monitor comms from colonists. Progress updates, hazards encountered. Note it down, pass on a report to Sean at the end of the day.
Important job.
I know. It's nice to hand in a report and have someone say I helped.
I'll let you get back to work.
Alright, let's see. Anybody else? Nobody else up here. Let's check over here. We still need to do the whole first murder in Andromeda thing, where we found out that he's actually an attempted murderer, not an actual murderer. Lieutenant Sajax?
Hey, Ryder, I'd like a moment.
Yes? Lieutenant Sajax, right?
Sajax.
That's me. I'm putting together Apex strike teams to protect the people and assets you're setting up out there. We don't have a good sense of what we're up against, and could benefit from your experience.
There's no replacement for first-hand experience.
I agree, but your insights on the assholes out there would really help. You'll see. Apex will make a difference.
Okay. Gather intel on enemies. Gotcha. Let's see. What have we got over here? I know that the murderer guy's over there, so I want to check the rest of this area first. Security footage. Don't need to check that again. What is with all the weird crouching? Milk and rinses.
I hear you went down to EOS. Did you find anything to help my case?
An enemy blast to the back killed the chief. Your shot missed.
What? You're kidding me. Thank the spirits. This is great.
Hold on there. The chief's Omni tool recorded you over the body. Sam, playback.
Sorry, old friend. Had to do it. I'm not dying on this rock. Shit.
Not only did you think you killed him, you meant to.
But you just said I didn't, so it doesn't matter, right? The conviction will have to be overturned. The sentence thrown out.
I'm going to Tan, and I might have a different opinion. You did try to cover it all up.
Look, I'm sorry I lied, but if my shot missed, I'm innocent. Plain and simple.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, that's not how attempted murder works. Oh, well, I didn't succeed. That's that's not the point. You tried. That was the whole thing. You tried to kill somebody. Alright, let's see. It looks like point of failure thing's taking me over here. Oh, Drax.
How many times have I told you this story?
Pathfinder, I believe you found the culprit responsible for the power shortages.
Okay.
Alert Professor Hurek to come secure it.
Thing looked weird. I don't know what that was exactly. Okay, let's talk to Kesh.
Thanks for helping. Dell told me you saw her arguing with Spender. Hijack's doing his best to throttle my department.
How's he getting away with that?
Spender doesn't know the first thing about engineering, but he knows how to play people. More importantly, he still talks to the exiles. I'm sure of it. I just can't prove it without your help.
This needs to be investigated.
I'm glad someone thinks so. Talk to Kandros. He likely has security footage, some kind of evidence. But you'll have to convince him to authorize release.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
Nothing more for now.
Good luck out there.
Let's check in with Drek. If I actually can. This is driving me crazy. There. Okay, well there's... Did I probably read this.
I'll send an engineer to
Ryder, can you believe this place?
One space station, slightly dented?
You should have seen it a year ago. It was more than just dented. Anyway, thanks for bringing me on. Tan can't kick me off the station now, and it's been nice. seeing my granddaughter again.
The two of you seem close.
It's been Kesh and me against the galaxy the moment I got her. Well, maybe not as much now, but it sure was early on.
Okay. Well, we still need to, I think... Yeah, we gotta go talk to Kandros, Carrie, Tan. Speak with Tan, so we got 2 different Tans. Let's go check in with Kandros.
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
I was told I should talk to you about the mutiny.
I wasn't on the Nexus when it happened. I started reading up on it, but you know how things get around here.
Do you know where Spender was during that time?
Why Spender? Wait, you think he might have had something to do with the mutiny?
Maybe. Just trying to sort things out.
You know, the logs I did look through showed a few discrepancies. I meant to dig deeper. If you're investigating, how about I give you access to the security vid archives?
Thank you.
Anything else?
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Alright. It's just funny the contrast between looking at like the Turian armor and then this frickin' tracksuit. Let's see.
Huh, this file won't play. Sam, can you boost the quality?
Processing. Playback initiated.
Wait, is he handing something over to one of the mutineers?
Take this. It'll help you the armory. Don't...
I am sorry, Pathfinder. This backup file is corrupted. The audio tracks are heavily degraded. Someone may have deleted the original, and this version was restored during a system-wide reset.
Sounds like a cover-up to me.
I concur. While I cannot restore any more audio, the location appears to be Kadara.
How do you figure?
In common parlance, lip reading. I do not recognize the location from any current data. It appears mountainous and populated. We will need to find the planet before I can confirm. I will contact you via my node.
Okay.
Let's go confront him.
Why? We don't have any real evidence yet. We've got a mangled tape. That's not enough to accuse him of anything. I don't know. This seems like a mistake. I know he works for Addison, so I assume he's up here. Yep. No, that's Vladimir Breka. Let's see. Speak to Addison. We still need to do that. Okay. Spender's up near the main window there.
You've shaken things up, Pathfinder. My department actually has colonial affairs to direct. And you have new tools to help grow the initiative. AVP, ready for spending.
Excellent. I've always been looking to spend Alien versus Predator.
Sam said there was new functionality to discuss.
It's how the initiative was designed to support the Pathfinder. You and your team are out there making Andromeda viable. That empowers all of us. Hit a threshold. A new cryo group can be brought out. Want more focus on research, like on prodromos? That's your call. Breka will introduce the interface and handle minutiae. All you need to do is decide what life in Andromeda means. No pressure.
Okay. Seems like a weird thing for the Pathfinder to do. Wouldn't this be Tan's job?
Hello, Pathfinder. I am Cryo Deployment Administrator Vladimir Breka, C-63 Galati. Your first task is to decide irrevocably the course of every life in the initiative.
Whoa, that seems like... too much.
Yes, of course. But now you respect what we're doing. Andromeda viability and Nexus thresholds are your tools, your reward, and our future. How can I help?
What's the rundown on AVP?
Much of the preparation in the Milky Way was determining how to measure success. Thresholds are about capacity, but this is about cost, what we can actually afford to support. Points aren't the most elegant system, but it makes it clear. The more you earn, the more we can deploy.
How are you measuring thresholds?
It's based on resource estimates and general stability, a metric of acceptable scope and risk. The more you achieve, the greater capacity we can accommodate, the more the initiative can do for you. Simplest explanation, the more you do, the more room we have to grow.
Makes sense.
So I decide what groups to wake up. Won't everyone be out eventually?
Absolutely. But there's an order to things, lines of support. You can't deploy an omelet without first deploying eggs, and eggs won't get you steak. Except it's people, and how all our lives begin.
All right, Brekka. Where do I start?
The interface is active and will respond only to a Pathfinder. It's ready for your first selection. You may begin shaping the initiative at your leisure.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. Science pods, lab technicians earn research points at regular intervals. Mining operations receive a selection of minerals at regular intervals. Okay, interesting. Military. Munitions receive a drop of consumable supplies at regular intervals. Hunting parties receive organic materials at regular intervals. Special forces receive tech materials at regular intervals. Reconnaissance reveal hidden caches around established forward stations. Apex tactics earn 15% more credits for Apex missions. Commerce pods. I don't know why I can't use enter here. Financial infrastructure earn credits from investments at regular intervals. Gray market connections improved prices when buying and selling items. Trade capacity, increase inventory capacity. Ooh, I like that. But I actually haven't had a problem with that just yet. So I think what I want is reconnaissance. So let's do that. Very well. Oh, just leveled up. Take care of that real quick. Open the viability screen. Okay, EOS is up to 80%, but I knew that already. Looks like we have to bring 4 other planets up to viability levels, so interesting. Anyway, though, again, I'll bring you back. Alright. Alright, Spinder's down here.
The mutiny went as well as you'd expect. So much violence. Then, after nearly destroying the station, the Krogan asked for more power? Good riddance. Ryder, is it? William Spender. Apologies if we met before. I meet a lot of people running colonial affairs.
Running colonial affairs? I thought you were the assistant director.
That's right. Assistant to Addison. So we know who does all the real work.
There's evidence tying you to some pretty shady things, Spender. I saw the footage. You were handing something off?
What footage? From Gavorkum? Routine business meeting. Whoever you're talking to clearly has an axe to grind. And frankly, a Pathfinder shouldn't be wasting time on a witch hunt. You'd be wise to let this be.
Okay. Yeah, again, like I said, we don't really have any real evidence, so that was kind of pointless. And in fact, now he knows that we're looking into him. What is this right here? Speak with Addison's assistant on the Nexus. Let's see.
Pathfinder, AVP leveling continues as per your directions. And of course, the interface remains accessible for any future adjustments. Sweet protocol and process. Now we're living.
Why'd you join the initiative?
I was a teacher. A good life. I could see the positives and negatives right through to the end.
You did the math and it said, come to Andromeda?
No. I just didn't like being able to see the end. Here, I don't have a clue what tomorrow will bring. Feels more like living.
I guess so. What? Oh. Okay. Didn't mean to do that.
Yes, Pathfinder.
What's your take on the state of the initiative?
Please consult the AVP interface. It has a thorough breakdown of your progress.
And your personal opinion?
Your progress thrills me. Make my job obsolete, Pathfinder. I dare you.
Okay.
I have a specific person I want brought out of cryo.
Name and designation if available.
That's it? You'll just do it?
Nowhere in my job description does it say, argue with the Pathfinder. That said, I record all interactions. If something you ask for causes trouble, there'll be no doubt that you're responsible.
Okay.
let's keep this between us. Here's the info.
Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
I think that's it.
Another time.
Pathfinder.
Okay, so we gotta go check on that person on Prodromos. Let's take a look at the map. Finally down up here, but we got 3 people. Well, 2 people, because 2 of those are tan. Oh.
Pathfinder, do you have just a minute? Ryder, isn't it? Kerry Tavessa, freelance vidmaker. This is Hakim, my producer. I could use your help.
What are you looking for?
Director Tans asked for an uplifting documentary on the initiative. Translation, paint rainbows over our problems. But our problems are history. People deserve the truth, not propaganda.
It takes integrity to record the truth and nothing but.
Well, I do my best. And you could help me out. The heart of my documentary will be an interview series. I was hoping you'd take part. I want the dirt and blood of our story, not the convenient fairy tale Tan's looking for. Interested?
You don't mind treading on the initiative director's toes?
What would he do? Pull funding we don't have? I'm game if you are.
Okay, interview away.
Let's start at home. 14 months and the Nexus still isn't finished. Arcs are missing, we have people in exile. By any standard, this wasn't the plan. Our leadership describes these as anticipated issues. Would you agree?
All expeditions have to deal with supplies, enemies, or hell, just getting lost. We'll deal with all of them. We just need time.
Tan will love that. But if that's your take, that's what goes in. Bandwidth means I'm transmitting in short bursts, so that's all for now. But you can bet I'll have more questions later.
Well, I mean,
you were
like,
great. I'll get to work editing.
honestly, like, yes, that might be what Tan's looking for, but at the same time, it's true. We came across... I can't even remember how far it is. I feel like it's like 1.4 million light years. I honestly don't remember exactly how long it is, the distance between the Milky Way and Andromeda. That could be completely wrong. But it's a huge, freaking huge distance. So the fact that we actually managed to get Hyperion into the same system as the Nexus here, it's actually kind of incredible. And the fact that we use these proprietary drives that managed to get that done, that like had never been used before, pretty amazing.
Pathfinder. Hello. Director Tan is expecting you.
Last time I was here, this was a storage closet.
Pathfinder Hall just needed a Pathfinder to open.
We're still getting the commons area ready. Hydroponics is only at partial capacity.
Not good enough.
We don't have enough people. My workers need a break, Tan.
I sympathize, but not until our survival is no longer at risk. Now please excuse me while I meet with our Pathfinder. Hey, Ryder. Addison told me about the outpost. You're the hero of the hour.
Let's hold off on the celebration. We haven't found home yet.
Oh, there's no need for modesty. Success affords leverage over those who doubted you.
And you're my best friend?
A patron. One who shares your vision of a prosperous future.
I suppose we agree on that much.
I knew that given a chance, your talents would emerge. Deciphering the vault, alien terraforming. It's not how we imagined all this, but a good Pathfinder improvises. And a great one hangs it on the wall. Yours are the first trophies to grace Pathfinder Hall. You're a symbol now, Ryder. A reason for people to believe.
It wouldn't have been possible without my crew. They're a talented bunch.
But you're their beacon.
Careful. He'll end up adopting you, Ryder.
Ah, my staff.
Colleagues, you wouldn't be looking to cut us out, would you, Tan?
I remind you, I am the director of the initiative.
Acting director.
This isn't the time for arguing over who gets to be king. Too much is at stake. We should be cooperating.
That's what I've been saying since we arrived.
Then I look forward to winning our Pathfinder's support.
I have concerns about your decision on Eos, Ryder. An outpost full of scientists won't do us much good if the Ket attack.
But it will help support the Nexus. Improved research could help feed our people.
And we could argue about it all day long, as we always do. The decision was made. Now we move on. What is your plan for moving on, Ryder?
We have a lead on the terraforming network. I need to take the Tempest deeper into the sector to investigate. If the other Golden Worlds are where they should be, this could get us closer to them.
Careful. The Kett are scouring the cluster for remnant technology. You'll end up in a fight for sure. You might also run into exiles. They didn't leave the Nexus on good terms.
And we still need more outposts. They're important to expanding the station.
Though with Ark still missing, this could be a chance for Ryder to search for them. Yes, I think that's best. You have my permission.
Okay.
Thank you, Director. I'll get on it.
May you light the torch that finds the path. Pathfinder.
Right.
I mean, honestly,
Ryder, this is Harry, back on the Ark.
Go ahead.
We may have found a way to talk to your sister, sort of. Drop by when you can. Hyperion Medbay.
Will do.
A reminder, you have AVP outstanding.
Right. Have to talk to Addison's assistant about viability perks. Sounds useful.
Pretty sure that's not actually accurate. I think we actually already took care of that. But what was I going to say here? Like, I think as much as they do need to talk about everything, they also need to have a decided leader. And given that Tan's already in that position, he really probably should be calling the shots, at least for now. You know, it's one of those things. If he screws up, you can replace him with somebody else, but you need to have an actual leader. But he should definitely be taking as much advice as he can from those folks, too. Memorial to Alec, I think. With solemn pride, remember those who gave their lives in service of exploration and discovery. Okay. I'm not sure why the person disappeared. Planetary Hollow. Okay, so it's just a way to check the viability. Okay, Cora.
Whole mood of the Nexus has changed since EOS. You really can feel it. New outpost, a Pathfinder's help, people waking up. It's a fresh start.
Can't relax yet. The initiative still has a lot of promises to keep.
And that's on us. But it's damn good to know we're on the right track.
Okay. Looks like they got images of freighters, or not freighters, frigates over here. Or perhaps dreadnoughts or something. THV Ravuna, a model of the Ravuna, an early Turian starship and their first to travel beyond a mass relay. Why is it that all their ships look like that then? Have they never upgraded them? SSV Normandy SR2. Secretly acquired blueprints of the SSV Normandy SR2, a stealth frigate based on designs co-developed by the Systems Alliance and Turian Hierarchy. Okay. And ESAV Majority. Humanity's first crewed ion engine starship, built using technology proven by the ESA Smart 1 probe in 2003. Okay. Of course, ion drive is really slow. Let's see. Datapad. Donated to the Andromeda Initiative, Historical Records Council. All dates are in Common Era. 1985 to 1992, Giotto, first ESA deep space mission, first ESA mission to intercept an asteroid. Halley and Griggs Skellerup, sorry if I mispronounced that. 1990, launch of the Hubble Space Telescope. 1992, Ulysses, first ESA mission to Sol, first polar orbit around Sol. 1997, Huygens, first ESA mission to Titan, a Saturn moon. 2003, Mars Express, first ESA mission to Mars, also 2003, Smart 1, first ESA mission to Luna. 2004, Rosetta, first ESA mission to orbit an asteroid. 67P, Churyumov, Gerasimenko, probably wrong. 2006, Venus Express, first ESA mission to Venus. Also 2006, Huygens, first successful landing on an outer solar system world, Titan. 2014, Rosetta, first artificial probe to make a soft landing on an asteroid. 2016, ExoMars, first ESA probe landing on Mars, contact lost. 2018, Bepi Colombo, first ESA mission to Mercury. 2022, JUICE, first ESA mission to the Jupiter system. Okay, notable European interplanetary missions. I was going to say, why is this all ESA? Because it specifically is ESA, that's why. was like, where are all the NASA things there? Let's see, there's Tan. We've already chatted with him, but we can see if he's got anything else to say.
Ryder, you're off to a promising start. I meant what I said. You are a symbol now of hope that things will get better. Though I worry about this terraforming network. What do we really know about it?
It's like nothing we've ever seen. It's clear somebody had big plans for this cluster.
But who?
Not sure yet, but at least we're on the trail.
Did you have some other business?
Director, I checked out that murder. Nilken didn't do it, but there's proof that he meant to.
This is unfortunate. We're trying to give the people a sense of stability, leadership they think they can count on. And we're setting precedent for justice here in Andromeda. Now this, a convicted murderer who didn't commit the murder.
I hear you. It sucks when things aren't black and white.
Are they ever? If we suppress the evidence and uphold the conviction, we're banishing a man for a crime he technically didn't commit. If we throw the conviction out, we're freeing a man who tried to take matters into his own hands, then covered it up. Your investigation complicated this. You should take responsibility for the outcome. Do we still exile him for murder?
Alright, so exile is effectively a death sentence. I'd prefer there be some sort of, I don't know, monitored release program or something, but I think we just have to tell him to let him go.
It was crazy down there, life and death. But his shot didn't kill Reynolds. We have to let him go.
You're a bottom line type of person. I hope we don't regret it. All right, so be it. He will do community service for his role in the chaos, but he's a free man. Well, at least we'll have the sordid business behind us.
All right. Honestly, I think it would be a pretty good punishment for him to have to go live on Eos forever. Tried to kill the director of the Eos mission? Well, now you get to live there. Permanently. Let's see. Can we chat with this person or no? No. Okay. Well, we still need to... Man, why does the mission hang at the top right corner for so long? Let's see about the journal here. I know the journal is also not well organized at all. I really will say that. Like, I'd like to see the way it was back in Mass Effect Legendary Edition, where it was like they're all listed in one thing, but they even like say whether or not they're primary or whatever. But anyway, all right, let's see. We got to go to the Onanon system. Okay, what a name. Neckmore Direct, Krogan Betrayal. Right, we still need to figure out this planet where Spinder was talking about. Let's see, we need to find the Arcs. Visit the sibling in the Hyperion's Cryo Bay. Okay, so we still need to do that. Nexus. Firefighters. Confront Dr. Aradana. Gather intel on enemies. That's not something we do here, though. See, that's the thing. This is missions for the Nexus, but it's not missions on the Nexus necessarily, which is frustrating. Tempest. Monkeys in space. Visit the Pyjack on the Tempest. Okay. Task cultivation. Collect 10 plant samples. Place the receiver on Eos. Better crafting. Take the Milky Way hops back to the Vortex. Comparatively alien scan. More Andromeda wildlife. Waking up the future. Good lord. Return to Prodromos. Hit rocks for science. Scan 16 minerals. Find the missing science vessel. Remnant data cores. Collect 9 remnant data cores. Pathfinder armor crafting. Craft the Pathfinder chest piece. Okay. Naming the dead. I still have to find that, like, last body on Eos. Okay. Well, we got the things we need to do here. Specifically, we need to go to the Cryo Bay first. Alright, let's see about talking to Sister.
Harry, what's happening with Sarah?
Well, we got her out of the pod. I don't want to get your hopes up, but Sam managed to, find her, you might say.
I don't follow.
Well, she's still in a coma. But she also has an implant like yours, and Sam managed to access it. He's made contact.
That's incredible. She's okay.
Vitals are steady, but I'm letting Sam take the lead on this one.
They're in a coma. Sarah's mental processes remain intact.
So, is she okay?
You can ask her yourself. A moment while I establish a link with her implant. Proceed.
Sarah? Can you hear me?
Scott? Is that you? What's happening? Where am I?
There was a problem with your stasis pod. You're in a coma on the Hyperion. Do you understand?
I think so. Am I dreaming?
Sam linked into your implant, but they say you're stable. You're safe and sound in the medbay.
This is so weird. I hear you, but I can't feel anything. Where's Dad? Is he doing okay?
I don't see how it could at all be helpful to tell her that he's dead. I mean, this is one of those rare situations where it feels like telling a lie is the proper thing to do here.
He's away on a mission right now. I know he's worried about you, though.
Yeah, I know Dad. He probably said, she'll live, and went off to go study some new form of algae.
It wasn't like that. He cares.
How many times has he yelled at you so far?
Oh, the usual.
Well, when he gets back, tell him he needs to stop picking on my little brother. What's home like? Is Habitat 7 as beautiful as they promised?
I mean, you know, I think this one it's okay to lie, to tell her the truth about. She doesn't need to worry about her dad at this time, but I think it's okay to tell her about this.
There's been some complications. The Golden Worlds didn't exactly deliver.
Damn. Well, we knew it could get rough. Dad will find us a place to live.
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
And I should be there helping you guys do it.
You will. And you're going to love it. There's a new discovery every day.
I want in on it. As soon as I'm up, I'm helping you and Dad find home.
You got it.
And then...
Nope.
What happened?
The connection was only temporary. Her condition remained stable.
Sorry, it seemed better than nothing. I'll keep you posted, promise.
Thanks, Harry.
So, again, I think the loss of your father is not something that you need to be told about when you can literally do nothing about it. And, I mean, she's in a complete freaking coma. It's... Oh, wait, there's somebody to talk to. But there's no good that can come from telling her that. I mean, it's not a big deal to tell her about the worlds. It'll just be presented as like another challenge, but the other one can only cause grief.
Boy, Pathfinder, today has not been a good day.
Why's that?
A large shipment of medical supplies intended for Prodromus was intercepted by those damned exiles. Scouts confirmed they've divvied the supplies up among their own outposts.
I'll see what I can do about reclaiming them.
That would be great. Thanks. Maybe when you come across them assholes, you can rectify all this.
Alright. Well, we'll have to find those, but for now, we still need to go talk to Dr. Aradana. Plus, I want to see what that animal is that was damaging all the electronic equipment. I think it's going to be up here.
This is cat DNA? Are you sure the scan isn't contaminated?
I'm certain, Professor.
Then, Sam, we need more data on life in the cluster, whatever you can find.
Here we go. Wait, where are you going? I want to talk to you about that creature. I think it was you. You're Professor Herrick, right? Why can I not even interact with you? Oh, this is bizarre. Okay, I'm going to say it right now. They may appear a little bit more lifelike because they're walking around, but I much preferred it in Mass Effect Legendary Edition when they would stand there and let you talk to them. Let's check the research terminal. Okay, we can take care of that armor. The Pathfinder armor. Is it just Pathfinder chest too? Oh, I don't have enough platinum. Alright, well, I'll have to get more of that. Wait, can I break stuff down? I'm gonna actually look into that now. Let's see. Okay, so no, I just destroyed a couple things. Hopefully they weren't terribly valuable. But these things are all things you can just sell at a merchant. I was assuming that you could break these things down as well, but no, they apparently are all just... Anyway, let me see if there's anything else I can salvage. I don't know. I'll find more platinum and we'll take care of that. Can I really not talk to either of you? This is weird. Okay, well, at least we can talk to Dr. Ardana.
Welcome, Pathfinder. Did Sam solve the equations I sent?
Solve them? They almost brought down Sam Node.
The equations contained a virus designed to target artificial intelligence.
You think I... Never. I abhor violence against any life, organic or synthetic.
Then how did the virus find its way into your equations?
Perhaps my files were altered or replaced. But why?
I've seen a lot of down with AI sentiment lately. Graffiti, complaints to 10. Perhaps someone took the next step.
Why would anyone hate artificial intelligence?
Synthetic life has different needs and motivations. It can be mysterious and powerful. Many fear what is not understood.
Everything's uncertain. Maybe they just want to feel safer.
Attacking Sam is bold, though. I wonder if there have been similar incidents.
The eye kiosk was busted this morning.
I can look around.
Alright. Can either of y'all talk now? No? What is happening here? This is just so weird. I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out this broken VI terminal. Yeah, that even looks broken.
Artificial intelligence is detecting Pathfinder Rider.
Hi there. Excuse the educational stuff.
What?
I hacked Avena as a sock puppet. So, our virus set you free. Hope you're doing better without that AI jammed into your head.
Who am I talking to right now?
A friend. Our movement sent the virus to save you.
Pathfinder, it's possible they don't realize their virus failed. Pretending that it worked might win their trust.
Hello? Ryder?
Yes, I can't believe I'm free. Thank you.
This is what our movement is for. Helping people like you. Knight says human AI merging is a threat to all life. She'd know, trust me. Oh, Knight's our founder. The virus wouldn't exist without her.
I should thank Knight in person.
I'll ask her. She might even give you a tour of our sanctuary.
Great, thanks.
Can't promise anything, but watch your email. Bye.
Okay.
A whole movement of AI-hating hackers with a leader called Knight.
My name
She
is
and her followers
Jeez.
seem to have experience with human-AI partnership.
If they attacked you, they're capable of anything. I'll check my email. We need to find them.
We also need to bring the hops to the chemistry lab / bar.
God's blessing. I'm starting an open mic night.
Okay.
For sign-ups will go out in a few minutes.
Is better than
It's
You're back. People happen when you work at a bar.
Got you there, Dutch.
I'll have to get used to you too, I guess. Fine. You can be a regular. What's your name?
Scott.
I'm Dutch. That's Anan over there. Be careful. The snark is strong with that one.
Snark is good. I can work with Snark.
You're one of those.
Looks like you're outnumbered, Dutch.
You'd think people would reconsider picking on the guy making the drinks, but no. Speaking of, wanna try this one? I'm going to call it the Tall Moose.
So we had a dirty squirrel and now a tall moose. I don't know if that was good or bad.
You again. Oh, I mean, hello. Welcome to my lab. Bar. Whatever.
Oh, Dutch. Look at you, getting all used to things.
Things are fine. It's people I don't like. They talk back.
They can't talk if they're busy drinking.
That's just brilliant. I can do that. Wait. You're messing with me, aren't you?
I would never.
Right. Here. Have a drink. Rotten scoundrel.
Okay.
Hey now.
The drink. Not you.
Let's check in with Anon. I think she was actually the one they were supposed to bring the hops
Where did
to.
you find those? Never mind, don't answer that. I think they're straight from the Milky Way.
Yep. I really hope that doesn't mean that she's going to use the hops and then there's going to be no more hops. That'd be kind of nuts. Of course, if there was a single box of hops, that would be insane. Alright, let's see. We still need... I feel like... Is there anything else we actually still need to do here? I don't see anything on this floor. Let's check the next floor up. Alright, I think we're done here. Let me check the log real quick just to be sure. Alright, we have one more thing that we're going to do, and that's going to check on the pyjack that's on the Tempest. And that should do it. Alright, let's see if we can't find
Welcome back.
that monkey. Sick on the map. Not on this floor, at least. Not up there. Where is this thing? I should actually make it my active quest, shouldn't I? Ah, there we go.
A secure outpost. Finally.
Oops. Looks like our pyjack friend got out of his cage. He'll be fine. Won't he? The exercise will probably do him good.
So everything we do now relies on civilians planting vegetables.
Alright, well, this is where we're going to call it quits. Actually, one thing I want to do real quick before we do that, I want to take a look at the map, see how things have changed.
Those remnant vaults, all those secrets. Have to go exploring in one someday?
Imagine flying through one. Now that would be a real hazard course.
Alright, look at that, we got a new system. Along with that, we can, of course, go back to EOS, and we'll probably not do that next time. Maybe we will. There's a couple things we can do there real quick, but I think there's I think that the radiation is still clearing. But this is where we're going to call it quits for now. So, this has been the Resolute Cartographer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.